Warren Benny said, leadership is the capacity to translate a vision into reality. We are talking of politics. And we have a show, the show must go on. Welcome to Prameya English. We have with us today Mr. Panchanan Kanungo, former minister. He was MOS Finance in BJD government. He then joined Congress and fought 2019 Lok Sabha elections in Congress ticket from prestigious Cuttack Lok Sabha constituency. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
2024 polls are nearing. Any plan to again jump into the poll battle?
No, I have decided not to contest this time because of I am in Congress today. Congress situation in Odisha, it needs a support of managerial efficiency. I think that I will be helpful in that bit. Yes. Three, four of us who have decided, Congress seniors, we have decided not to contest the election but to manage the election, to help in the management.
You had been to Delhi recently,
Yeah.
a core Congress group. What were the decisions taken? Can you please share with us?
It is all, we decided there to contest to go for this election with a very positive and very optimistic year, because people of Odisha, they think that after this Madhya Pradesh and this Chhattisgarh election, they particularly they became hopeless. Congress people in Odisha, but this total our discussion gave us some stimulants, very optimistic ideas from our leaders, the central leaders, national leaders. We have decided to go for this election. This very in a positive and optimistic attitude.
Shifting loyalty, was it difficult? Because you had been all throughout in anti-Congress.
No. The whole problem was that I was in Congress earlier. Yes. I started my career in Congress. Then I joined with Chandrasekhar Mohandariya Krishnakant, the Congress, with Janata Party, Janata Dal, then Biju Janata Dal, which were there. But one thing is clear, my love for democracy and my love for the secular politics, what is non-communal politics, from my childhood. So
you and your brother.
My elder
brother.
My elder brother.
And you.
Yes, elder. He was the MLA from Congress Party. Yes, twice MLA from Congress Party, and he started his career as a congressman. It's all there. But one thing is there, we love democracy. We love Jawaharlal Nehru's ideology and Mahatma Gandhi's ideology, and we also love the Congress, the secular concept. So earlier it was there. That's why it was not difficult for me to adjust to this Congress party, because I decided.
Okay, both the brothers, both of you and Talochi, you at least you are more tactful. You managed to carry that image of smiling Buddha, but often he loses his temper. What is the contrast? Or do you see there is change in paradigm? The next generation politicians or the young generation, they are that well read?
I'm sorry to say all these things, because I feel when I started my career, because my idol was my elder brother, Panchanan Kanungo. To do for the people, to go for the state's cause, to fight for the cause of the state, it was all our then ideas, then our persuasions. But unfortunately, it could not. Today, we already some deviations are there, and I find most of the politicians, they are more interested in keeping money, keeping property, making properties, all these things.
Okay, leave apart that. You seem to have a very good public image, both of you, both your brothers. And as far as I was going through your records, you had only one case in your long political career. How do you manage that? very acceptable. I think there was only some like some protest or something like there was one or two minor cases. There was absolutely no complaint against you. How could you manage that image?
Actually, for politicians, the honesty is the most valuable ornament. Okay. So to carry it is very difficult also. But our training, both of brothers were trained in our family concept and our family, and also our total desire was that not to mint money, not to grab property, right, and to use politics for property grabbing. Okay. So that's why that was all our thing, and we decided.
Okay. I get your point, sir. Henry Kissinger once said 90% of politicians give the other 10% a bad reputation. Do you agree with it? All politicians, almost 90% of them say give others a bad reputation. Okay, they are not good. Which category do you fall into?
And actually, if some people say the politicians are bad and 90% are bad, and 10 good persons also, they are also included in that thing. And the
politicians will blame politicians.
They are bad politicians. But one thing is that I went to a political party who is in a bad position, which party is in the totally, Congress party was a totally bad position. So I decided, because crisis in India, the crisis is cropping up, the crisis is piling up. So to fight against all these crises,
you joined Congress.
So I joined Congress.
Anyone from you, because we see a lot of political families, the generation next is picking up. No one seems to be interested in politics from your family.
No. I am sure. Okay. So far, I never see anybody, not my son or my brother's son or daughters. Nobody is interested in politics. In future, they may join if they see that the necessity.
Let's not close the door.
Yes.
Okay. How does it different feel? Because you have been into a minister's power, position, and all that, decision making positions. But how does a defeat in politics feel? When you contest a poll and you lose, and the contrast, how do you handle that? How do you handle failures?
No, just look at me. I have written a lot of books.
Right.
I have other hobbies. Passion in my life, that is writing books and going to making classes in the colleges and universities. Also, I am attending regularly attending those classes. So, it is not only my duty or only my job to go for this election or politics. Politics is also a passion. Politics is a part of my life, of course, because I think that every man is a political animal. I am sure every man is a political animal, whether is a passively or actively is involved in this politics. But one thing is that it is not everything for him. So he has some other options are also there. So the moment I am out of politics, I am defeated in the elections, then I join all my academic side and going for writing. Yes, I used to do that.
Okay.
So that's
I quote you, time is more powerful, it decides everything. Now, I will be one of the members of the Congress. Before we joined the Congress party, prior to the 2019, it was not coming from within, or you were like, okay, I made a delayed decision. What was the thought? Why did you say this?
No. What I said, that is from my inner heart also. That's true.
Yes, I was in the press. I noted it down.
You just, I work, I do love to work. Right. It is written here on my walls. Right. Yes. Okay. So, it's a part of my life.
You rose from students' politics, but students' politics giving rise to new leaders. Student politics doesn't raise so many leaders or long-standing leaders of these days. Why does that happen? Why does student politics is literary?
Then student leaders or student leadership, it was complete training period.
Okay.
for making one go for public life, go for the future politics. It's one of the training period of that year. But now it happened. It was not then when I was in student politics or my brother was into student politics. He was the president of Prameya College. I was the president of Utkal University Students Union. But at that time, there is no influence of any political party on us. We are not influenced by any political leaders. It was all, we are for the students and we are in the student politics and the students and we are working for them. That's why we are independent of the political the influence. So there is no influence from outside. But nowadays, the moment a leader is a student joining politics or doing some work in the college, the political parties, different political parties.
They pick him up or target him. Okay, they pick him up.
They totally, so that's why they are not,
Okay, who suffers? That concerned student leader, the political party gains, that is for sure. Who loses more, the student leader or the nation?
Student leader and organization, both they lost. Both they lost. Yeah.
Okay. You seem to be very philosophical throughout your even political career. Had you not been in politics, what other profession could have enticed you?
Profession?
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah.
I started my career as a journalist.
Right.
Yeah. So I did my journalism course in Delhi.
Right.
Because Dr. Harakrishna Mahtab, our former Prime Minister and Chief Minister of Odisha, he persuaded me to go for this training. And he wrote a letter to Chalpati Rao, Mr. Chalpati Rao, and Jai Shuklal Hati.
Right.
So I joined in that course, journalism course, and I passed it. Then I joined in for a certain period in Statesman, English paper Statesman, there in the Connaught Place. The office was in Connaught Place for few days because Mr. then Rajya Sabha member Mr. Bhairav Manti, with his help I joined there. But unfortunately, at that time, my connection was developed with Chandrasekhar Mohandari and Krishna Kant. There was a coffee house in the Connaught Place, the old Connaught Place.
Okay.
So, with this connection, I developed my political career there, political involvement.
That is the reason why you are so much sympathetic towards those voting media men. You cooperate them.
That's true, naturally.
Even late hours also you mentor in the studios.
At that time,
how do you manage at this age, attending so many TV shows and writing columns and reading so much? How do you manage?
Please say, at that time it was not electronic media.
Right.
But the print media was very prominent in the country. Yes. And the print media also controls the political system at that time.
Right.
And it's so powerful.
More powerful.
So that's why my connection with this journalism courses, etc., I had lot of connections with the renowned journalists of the country, of the state. They are having the personal reputations in that field. So naturally, with this.
You have achieved so much. You even write columns regularly, you attend TV shows, you share, even you work even academic sectors. Anything that you still want to do? Okay, you said I will not fight elections anymore. Anything that you at this age you think you have set a goal? Okay, before I slow down, I would like to do that. Any goal that still remains?
No, you must have marked. Right. During this period, right. I have been writing columns in the different newspapers of Odisha because that is my old habit. Yes. So I continue that. Right. Whether I am in politics or out of politics, right. Whether I am this political party or not in that political party. But I used to continue to write the columns in the Delhi newspapers of the state. Even regularly, I have made some arrangements with the different papers that to write, to contribute regularly to that.
You have said about you have said about like your political goals, you are shifting from journalism to but one common question that haunts every concerned Odia today or any citizen of India even, did Odisha aid in the Mahanadi issue? Did we all, was it a collective failure on the Mahanadi issue? Because that is a burning issue before Odisha.
I feel it is a great failure in my part, because I think that the Mahanadi is the lifeline of Odisha. Everything is Odisha's culture, Odisha's civilization is connected with the Mahanadi. I pointed out this, the Mahanadi's, the position, how it is deteriorating, how it is going for a bad day. In the year 2008 and 9, 2008-9, I decided to go to Chhattisgarh. Then Chhattisgarh was a newly formed state. So I wrote a lot of articles in the newspaper here, in the leading newspaper. I also, Mahanadi Banchao.
But you had connections, you could have even approached other forums also.
That's why I am telling you, I approached forums, different leaders, but I failed, because I thought, today I am thinking that it's not my wrong, contacting the person, wrong persons, it was the mistake in my part.
Okay.
Those were no sincerity, no honest love for the river, love for the civilization, old civilization, love for this state. And the actual difficulties they don't understand, but they politicize the thing. They wanted to make political benefit out of that.
That's Thank you, Mr. Panchanan Kanungo. We had a detailed tete with Mr. Panchanan Kanungo, who talked about journalism, who talked about his political career, even the Mahanadi issue. But John C. Maxwell rightly said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. If you analyze his life, I think he has covered all this beautifully. Let's hope he even succeeds in his future endeavors or plans, and we wish him a good life and a healthy life and an active life till Panchanan Kanungo is active. I think he will contribute in one form or other to the state of Odisha. Thank you. We'll be back with another guest, and the show must go on.